What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on the situation in Los Angeles. The Kings being winless on the season. 0 for 3 and looked like fucking dog shit last night against the Minnesota Wild. And, the Jonathan Quick injury is tough, but Quick's also not the guy that scores goals. He's your goalie. So there's more to it than just a Quick injury. And I said that when he went down. I mean, it reminds me a lot of the Carey Price injury last year where you're having a really, really good goalie. And obviously, Price is better than Quick, even though Quick's got 2 rings. Offsets a lot of deficiencies in other areas of your team. So, having him back there covers up a lot of things that, you otherwise, wouldn't notice. That's probably the best way to describe it. Now that he's out, it's like, oh, here you go. Shit, maybe our team isn't that good. I mean, I think they'll, pull up, progress to the mean, so to speak. But this team's flawed fundamentally. I mean, they got 2 cups, and rightfully so. They deserve all the credit they get. But at the same time, it's like Dean Lombardi sold the farm on a few players that he probably shouldn't have. Andrej Sekera and Milan Lucic come to mind, and obviously they got 15 games out of Sekera and 1 season out of Lucic, and the Sekera season ended without a playoff spot, and Lucic's season ended with the first round loss to San Jose. So you look at the guys what they gave up. I mean, you give up a number 1 pick, Roland McEwen, another number 1 pick, Martin Jones, Colin Miller. I mean, there's some tangible assets there that could have been used in other areas to help you. And now it's like, shit, our number 1 goalie's down. We're not scoring. The system that we played for a while isn't working anymore. It's just one of those situations where I know I did the hot take piece on Ben Bishop, but don't put it past Lombardi to do something like that, to just say, fuck it, whatever assets they have left, and the only tangible asset I think they have is Adrian Kempe. It's like, all right, let's get us someone, because this nucleus on paper is still good. Anytime you got Andrej Kopitar and Drew Doughty, you're going to win some games. It's just a matter of how many games is it going to be. Is it going to be enough to be a playoff team? Is it going to be enough to get you out of the lottery? Is it going to be enough to maybe go around in the playoffs? The Kings aren't dead yet, so to speak, but at the same time, they're not the team they were 2-3 years ago, and that's just the reality of it. Then again, no team's a team was 3 years ago, Boston Bruins included. Anyway, that's all I got. This episode of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.